All right, so here we're trying to find the terminal point and the reference number. So we are given that t is equal to negative 5 pi over 6, and that is the length of our arc. So we're on the unit circle. So sometimes the easiest way to do this is to draw a graph. Now, that negative tells us that we are going to not go around counterclockwise, but we're actually going to go clockwise. So I'm going to draw a circle here. And negative 5 pi over 6, well, that's not quite full pi over 6 because all the way to pi would be our 6 pi over 6. So we know we're going to go this way, and we're going to land somewhere over here. Now remember, if you're looking for the reference number is the distance that's left right here. And our reference numbers are t bar. So we're looking for the reference number. So if we're looking for t bar, which is our reference number, we need to figure out what we need to subtract it from, or subtract from it. Well, if we're looking at clear over to here, this is pi, so our t bar will be equal to pi minus 5 pi over 6. Well, if I need to subtract 5 pi over 6 from pi, I can change that to 6 pi over 6 to have a common denominator. Well, 6 pi over 6 minus 5 pi over 6 will get us pi over 6. Well, pi over 6, we know that pi over 6, the terminal point for that is the square root of 3 over 2, comma 1/2. However, what quadrant are we in? We are in quadrant 3, and that tells us that both our x values and our y values are negative, so we'll put the negatives on both of those. And that is your terminal point. Here's your reference number, and here's your terminal point to find both of those.